We learn English in the class from a grammar book, from a vocabulary book, from the dictionary, from some spelling rules or pronunciation. But that is not how good English can be learned. Today we need English because English has become the language of communication in our professional life. In your personal life, you need your mother tongue. But in your professional life, sometimes the mother tongue is not enough. Suppose you stay in this state and you work, then you can work easily in Telugu. Maybe after many years, many generations, all work will be possible in our mother tongue. But today the situation is such that learning English is essential for a good career. So I would like all of you to start learning English by practicing English on your own. To learn good English, you have to do two things, and that is listen and read very carefully. A person who knows all the grammar and can do any grammar exercise is not necessarily good at English. Because very often students tell me, in English exam we got 90 marks, but they cannot speak in English. They cannot write good English. This is the problem which all of you might face if you have looked only for the English exam. The only reason you're studying English is because you want to get marks in the exam. Even when you grow up, you will find that those who are doing competitive exams, they only learn for the competitive exam. They don't learn English as a language. I would like all of you to remember that first learn English as a language, not for an exam. Then you can pass any exam, you can get excellent marks in English in any competitive exam. But if you learn only for an exam, you will never be able to learn the language. There are some aspects of language which you have to keep in mind. One is grammar, then it is vocabulary, the number of words you know, then it is pronunciation in speaking, spelling in writing, and punctuation. While you're speaking, punctuation comes in pauses, in the way in which you are halting your speech, the way in which you're altering your speech. Your intonation tells us that you are using punctuation. While writing, we have punctuation marks. So all this you have learned in your school or in your college. Grammar you have learnt, vocabulary you have learnt, spelling, pronunciation, punctuation, all these things you have learnt. But remember that you never concentrated on these for improving your English. You only concentrated on these as exercises to be done in the class and to be written in the exam. Had you changed yourself and had you looked at the language, then every subject, if you're an English medium student, will teach you English. Now I would like all of you to start learning English by listening and reading first. Whatever you listen to, like you're listening to me now, you might listen to hundreds of programs, either in English or in Telugu. Please think that beyond the listening, there is a language. I'm giving you content, some ideas, some subject matter. You are listening. But first time, nobody listens to language. If you listen to it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, same thing, you will find that you can concentrate on the language. What words are being used? What sentences are being used? How it is being structured? All these things, what pronunciation is being used? All these things you will learn when you listen carefully. Not only listening for meaning, but listening for language. When you read a passage, first you read for meaning. You understand the subject. Then you read second, third, fourth, fifth time, looking at the language which is used. Then you will not make mistakes in the use of verbs, in the use of prepositions, in the use of vocabulary, in the use of comma or full stop. you will never make these mistakes because you have learnt by looking at the text which is written, good English text which is already written. To learn English not only from your English books or your English teacher, but from everywhere. In real life also you can learn English. Suppose you can't speak very good English, try to make friends with people who speak very good English. We can learn from people who know better than us. When a person makes a mistake while speaking to you, when a person commits some grammatical or vocabulary or pronunciation mistake and you are listening to it, immediately the thought comes to your mind that this is wrong and I must learn from this. So from the mistake of others we learn, from the good model of others speaking we can learn. Correcting your own mistakes. When you make a mistake, you know that yes, I have made this mistake. And then you are able to correct it because you are reading so much and you are listening to so much good English that you can easily find out, oh, I made this mistake. Let me now correct my own mistake. In this way, you don't need a teacher or you don't need somebody else to tell you. Learn English from real life situations. Don't depend on learning English by going for an English course only. The English course is very important because it will give you a foundation. So your foundation is your grammar, vocabulary, spelling, punctuation, pronunciation. But the real English is speaking and writing. Even reading and listening are also a part of your foundation because that will helping you to store good English in your mind. If you can do this, then you will find that every day you are improving. Try to keep 1 hour per day for improving your English. Don't be disheartened. Don't be sad that I know 5% only. Be excited that if you know 5%, you have the chance of improving 95%. If you already know 90%, chance is only small, 10% only you can improve. English is a new language for most of us. It is not our mother tongue. Therefore, we must remember that to learn English is more difficult. We have to work very hard. And if we work sincerely, if we work hard, we work concentratedly without missing a single day, including Sundays, if we spend 1 hour, then every week you can see your English is improving. Don't study the language for an exam. Learn the language and then write the exam with confidence. So remember, you have to practice listening and reading, then you have to practice speaking and writing, you have to concentrate on learning grammar, good vocabulary, you have to concentrate on learning good pronunciation, spelling and punctuation.